Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway in Southern California. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run with Sanders. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the... I have a first with 3rd down. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inch. Off the play fake. Henry. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Now that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving cross field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm, but sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate it was just incomplete.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
But when you do call quarterback sneak, you don't mind if your quarterback's a little bit on the vertically challenged side, do you? Because he's just going to...
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. That's caught. Touchdown, New Orleans! Colin Johnson, 59 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
7, Chargers, nothing. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. First carry for the 5-time Pro Bowler, LaDainian Tomlinson. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a toss right. This is Tomlinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 23-yard run. And the Saints lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
14. Chargers, nothing. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll run with LT to begin the drive. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And all the way down to the 35. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Cunningham. Now Cunningham has the ball knocked down. And this is picked up by the Saints. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Henry. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor.
That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Breaks a tackle, and he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Operating from the gun, Henry.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
Touchdown! A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Tucker now to add the point after. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Saints 21, Chargers nothing. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, not
than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise...
Cunningham. Gates with a grab. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And that's complete to Gates. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
On On second down, it's Tomlinson. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. Now Cunningham. Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
On third down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cunningham looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Cunningham to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a first down throw, Cunningham. He targets Ingram for another grab. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Cunningham. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Chargers are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
They'll look to throw.
And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And Sanders has got it complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Chargers going to get the football first here in the second half, and they trail as we get back underway.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Room to run past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He's going to let this go for the end zone.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. His second touchdown of the night. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Snatched by the safety Ed Reed.
And the Saints are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
21, Chargers 14. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Off play action. Henry. They'll roll him out right. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, Henry. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sanders. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Looking to throw on second down. Henry. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it, because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Sanders. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Derrick Henry keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Saints are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Saints 28, Chargers 14. Justin Tucker is set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Good catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
They stay on the ground. Tomlinson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Off play action, it's Cunningham. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, L.A. DK Metcalf, 62 yards. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and throw for it. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. From the gun, Henry. Right side caught by Jackson. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. It's caught by Sanders. And some room to roam now. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way. Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. On first down, it's Sanders, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Operating from the gun, Henry. He finds his man, complete. That's Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. And he's got this down to the 35.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Second and 6. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Henry. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Colin Johnson, 31 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
Saints 7, Raiders nothing. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Following the touchdown. It'll bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They'll run here with Bo. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Las Vegas first down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Raiders nothing.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They go play action with Wilson. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you. Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ted Hendricks. And the Saints will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Henry. And he hits the tight end. It's Davis. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Henry. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to try and go deep again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Let's go.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he's got this to Jefferson. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play there for the Raiders.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And finding Davis here, the tight end. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Throwing on 1st down. Henry. Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Here's the sneak with Wilson. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to air one out.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw on 2nd down, Henry. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
They run again with Jackson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you have to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
He's going to loft it, deep right sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. Here we go on fourth with Wilson. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Wilson now off the bootleg. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Ted Hendricks. And the Saints are going to get it back here just past the 35.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Henry. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Raiders are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Option right, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this is caught inside the 5. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. It's a big play there for Vegas. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Jackson. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
6-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. To throw on second down. Henry gets this one to Juszczyk. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll bring up a third down. He's back to throw. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for two. They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for two, when to go for one. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And you just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for two. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up one makes the rest of this fourth quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They'll run now with Bo Jackson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Wilson to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown puts him up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for two, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that one will ensure that it'll take a touchdown and the 2-point conversion to tie this thing.
Raiders 24, Saints 16.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. They've got to burn the timeout, and they do, but a costly, costly sack. And now maybe just time for one final play. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone. One final shot. They'll look to throw.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Raiders are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway in Foxborough. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 27, Brady. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he's got some space here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Patterson. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 5 now. Brady. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long. To throw is Brady. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Ted Hendricks. And the Saints are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Running on 1st down is Sanders, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage before he's taken down. A loss of 1.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Flushed out right. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. Looking to throw. Henry. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Vince Wilfork in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. Here comes the Saints punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taking it about the 16. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 17-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
We're scoreless after one. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Brady, and a little floater there is incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Mike 20. Push him back. Push him back.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter yard loss, that's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Brady. Got Gordon open, completes it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Khalil Mack able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Brady. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Brady going to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the Saints 17-yard line.
Brady. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Flush to his right. Touchdown, Patriots. Josh Gordon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Brady's going to look to throw. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Escaping the pressure, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So 1 touchdown, 1 2-point conversion. That accounts for our first half total. 8-0 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. A fairly short kick from the 14. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Marcus Davenport in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. On that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Henry. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
On 3rd and 2, Henry looking deep for Adams. And this is caught. Touchdown, Saints. Davante Adams, 52 yards. And the Saints move back within a couple of the lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. Pressure comes and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Easy. Shadow. Wait 20. Second reload.
Here's Brady to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Khalil Mack bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a 1st down. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? Making his way through contact. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Rob Gronkowski. 83 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes this a 9-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Henry. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, Henry. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Vince Wilfork in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now Brady. Buying time to his left. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. A time to see what this offense has left in the tank. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 43.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on there.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Newton. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Newton. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
The score 7, 49ers nothing. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Coming off the pick six, it's Newton. And this one complete to Smith. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
A loss of 12 brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Newton. And his throw is incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Newton. Man open, it's Moss complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw, Newton. And it's caught. Touchdown, 49ers. Randy Moss, an 11-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. These two teams all tied after 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Henry. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Henry over the middle. That's taken in by Gronkowski. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Henry. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Henry. That swung out wide to Sanders. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 7 there. And they're going to face a 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. On 3rd and 2, Henry looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22.
Another try after the first down sack. Newton. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed.
But such a costly interception. Nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll go with a keeper. Yeah, Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Vernon Davis there to make the grab. And the Saints have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, 49ers 7. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Now it's Newton.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
To the sideline, and he's got it. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game. And you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he returns this to the 22. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
To throw on second down. Henry gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Henry. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Henry throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sanders. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. It's a quarterback sneak, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. Looking to throw. Henry. It's caught by Sanders. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give him a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally, you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the 1st down. You throw an incompletion on 4th down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the...
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First and 10, McNair. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this one is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now McNair. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Only needing 2 yards on second down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. It's a room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Play action. It's McNair. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And Reed able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. McNair to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
Now McNair off the play fake. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Josh Gordon, 36 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That ties the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They start on the ground here. It's Sanders. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Henry looking middle. It's caught by Gronkowski. He'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Looking to throw. Henry. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage. A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
He's got room to run past the 20. 72 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So all of a sudden with that run, maybe now a chance for points here.
It's a total mind shift, isn't it? Because what you were saying before was, hey, let's just get out of here, get the half over with. Instead, we can get some points now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's McNair. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times. And make.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's McNair. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
But listen, when you got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
McNair. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Khalil Mack In there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Henry. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
To throw on 3rd down, Henry. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going to try and throw. Looking deep for Adams. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. An incredible play there on 4th down in their own territory. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Henry. And Sanders has got it complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
On 1st down, Henry. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown. Colin Johnson. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Saints, if they convert the extra point, they'll have the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now McNair. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. Here's McNair. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a 1-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Fourth quarter, they cling to a 3-point lead after the field goal a moment ago. And it's certainly a very critical drive with still a good chunk of time remaining. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw. Henry. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sanders. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Second down, and back they go to Sanders. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll go to work with a little momentum following the free kick, 1st and 10. And that's complete to Davis. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the gun, he'll hand this off. A little juke. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. And from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. 1-possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, a lot of...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Cam Chancellor, he can do it all. This time it's a sack on the safety blitz. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And finding Davis here, the tight end. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final... Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway in Foxborough. Taken from about the 12. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Sanders there with a first down carry that might have gotten a yard, if that. Second down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Henry. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Henry. Looking deep for Adams. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Still 9 remaining on second down. Looking to throw. Henry. That swung out wide to Sanders. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And just like that, it's third down. On third down, Henry. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Jack Youngblood able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up fourth down. Tucker's kick is good, and the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Newton. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Looked like man coverage, able to read it there on the outside for the completion. That'll be something to track as the game goes along here.
It certainly will, and there's so many different ways that they will try to figure out whether they're in man or zone. Sometimes you'll run a guy in motion to see if someone runs with him. Other times you'll empty out the backfield, spread it out, and see if everyone comes out and matches up. In any event, anytime you see man coverage, you tell your guys you got to win those matchups, because if you do, you'll get the football and probably for a nice game.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On first down, Newton. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Josh Gordon, 33 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From about the 12. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. To throw on second down, Henry. Left side here to Sanders. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Saints first down.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Henry. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. 2nd and 21. A lot of ground to cover. Looking to throw. Henry. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken just inside the 10. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that, because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Throwing on 1st down. Henry. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. It's caught inside the 25. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
On 1st and 10, Henry into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. We We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now Newton on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Cordero Patterson there to make the grab. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Patriots 21, Saints 3.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Davis. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Henry. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Second and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Operating from the gun. Henry looking deep for Adams. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Patriots' defense is going to take over on downs. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Newton's throw there taken in by Smith. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Newton. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Let's bring it. He's coming. We got
They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. LeGarrette Blunt as the first half is winding down. And the Pats are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Tucker now for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Patriots 28, Saints 3.